Hey everybody, it is Dave from Therostat. We are finally at Belmont Stakes Day here. We are looking at the Pick 5 preview on Belmont Stakes Day. We have a couple Pick 5s. I have to basically differentiate for y'all which one. There's an early, there's a middle, there's a mandatory one that's different than the late Pick 5. I want to play that one. The late Pick 5 you can play. There's a getaway race you can play. Go and look at our full card selections. We've got that video. Go and look at our pick six, 2-day pick six ticket. It includes 3 races from Friday, 3 races from Saturday. It's a 20-cent wager. We gave out a big ticket though. If you can't play it, because it may be an Ira Bets thing. If that's the case, then play it however. But we want to have this ticket as well because there's 3 races from that late part of that sequence that overlap into this sequence. Originally, I gave out 4 horses for the Belmont Stakes. I also gave out a hot take as soon as the field came out and went through the entire field and mentioned the horses off the cuff that I liked. I can't not include it. So if you want to hear our full card analysis and who we like in the Belmont Stakes and in the sequence, go listen to that entire full card. I'm not going to spend my time doing that. I'm going to talk about the sequence and our top selection in each one of the races. There's 5 races we got to get through though. Once again, my name's Dave. I run Therostat. I put this ticket together for y'all, and actually I need to update this ticket because the 14 is not the right horse. I found that out in the pick 4. It's the 13. If you wanted to use the 14, you could. This is a 50-cent base wager, which means in this 5 race sequence, if you played 1 horse in each race, it's 50 cents. 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. We get a $360 ticket because I had to include Arcangelo. If you wanted to play without the 3 in Belmont Stakes Day, you'd have 4 horses in the last race. You'd have $288. If you wanted to single Cody's Wish, because you could single around Cody's Wish in race 10 in the Met Mile, which is the 1. It'd make the ticket half of each of those. So you get $360 because of the maths, right? It's 50 cents per horse, and then it's the multiples of tickets. We've got 3 horses by 8 horses by 2 horses by 3 horses by 5 horses. 3 by 8. 3 times 8 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 50 cents gets you 360. Times 4 horses instead gets you 288. I have to give you both tickets because I mentioned the 1. I actually included Arcangelo back into my full card selections. Go listen to that. We're going to dive in though. This mandatory payout 50-cent pick 5 starts in race 8, goes through race 12. If there's a scratch, say the 13 scratches in race 9 and the 2's the favorite, we get the 2 times. If the 1's the favorite in the 13 scratches that I'm pointing at, you'll get the 1 instead. So we'll get some coverage here if there are some scratches. Race 8, 7 furlong, Woody Stevens, stakes race on Belmont Stakes Day, race 8. We have 3, 6, and 8. Our top selection in race 8 is the 6. It's Harrodsburg, Hazalate Speed. The 2 Bafferts are going to be the favorites, I believe, Arabian Lion and Fort Bragg. One's getting blinkers on, Fort Bragg is. I can't not include those 2 Baffert horses, but I think the 6 has more late kick at a morning line of 12-1. I'm going to try to beat the 2 Bafferts, but I don't want to get beat by the 2 Bafferts either. So we're going to go 3, 6, and 8 in leg 1. Race 8 of this pick 5 sequence mandatory payout. Race 9 is a 6 furlong Jaipur, grade 1 on the turf. I'm going 8 horses. My top selection is the 2, Go Bears Go, with Wesley Ward. Caravel's going to be tough to beat. I can't not include Caravel, so that's why we have the 12 here. The 13 is getting Raylu, Gutierrez switching for Kaio Karamori, who I like earlier in the card too on Code Runner. I like that switch to Raylu. I love Raylu. Go Bears Go. Not a Bears fan, but definitely like this horse. Wesley Ward came 3rd in the turf sprint with Johnny V. Switching to Jose Ortiz. Ran in a 5 furlong work on the 2nd at Keeneland. 1 of 4. And 10 of 16 in the money on the turf. If this horse can stay clear, get out of trouble, and get out of traffic, there's going to be 12 or 13 horses in this race. Actually, 14 horses, I think. The 2, Go Bears Go, is our top selection. All these other horses we're using are the early speed or the late speed. We may have a scratch in the 4, Midday Image, because it did run a Disco Rico bred on the bottom side. The 4 ran on this past weekend for Dave Jacobson. We're using the 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12, and 13. The late speed in this race are the 6, 11, 13, 3, and 9. As well as the 2 that has a late kick. The early speed that we have is the 3 and the 9. 3, 12, and 9, sorry. And I don't like Dr. Zenf at all in this sequence. We have enough coverage here that I think we beat Dr. Zenf on the front end. The next race, race 10, is where we're building this ticket around. Cody's Wish is super tough to beat. Morning line 7-5. Love the story. Love Cody. Love Cody's Wish. Distance specialist, surgeon at this distance. Undefeated. But the other late running speed that we'll be running, middle of the pack and pressing here, morning line 6-1, we're using Charge It. But if you wanted to single Cody's Wish, I wouldn't blame you. 1 and 5 in race 10 in the middle leg of the sequence in the Hillendale Met Mile. In the Resorts World, Casino Manhattan, grade 1 on the inner turf, 1.25 miles. We're using 3 horses, 4, 8, and 10. The 4, Ottoman Fleet, is our top selection. I like this horse because Charlie Appleby, William Buick, even they've won many times here at Belmont on this turf together. This horse is 1 for 1 at Belmont, 4 of 11 on the turf in general, wins, 10 for 11 in the money. Going to be super tough to beat at 5-2. The other favorite is the 8 that we're going to be using, Todd Pletcher, IRAD, morning line 8-5. Hasn't won at Belmont, but 4 for 4 in the money. I think we get a better value if we can get the 4 on top. And then the fishy horse, this 10, highest honors. Dixieland Band on the bottom. Tap It, 7-year-old horse, running 8 lengths back in the previous race with IRAD aboard at Gulfstream. Getting Joel Rosario and Chad Brown, you normally get that combination together. I'm going to be running late on this 10, super far back, but 20-1 morning line with Joel Rosario and Chad Brown. Joel does a pretty good job of keeping the horses in hand and keeping energy in the tank, especially going 10 furlongs. I can't get beat by a 20-1 with Joel Rosario and Chad Brown. Chad Brown, 18% off of a 2 to 6 month layoff. 23% together, positive ROI. Had a decent work on May 28th on the turf here at Belmont, 1 of 9. Got to use it 4, 8, and 10 in race 11 before the Belmont Stakes. Belmont Stakes race 12 to round out the card in this sequence. Race 12, we're using 5 horses. I had to throw in the 3. If you don't want to throw in the 3, throw it out. But because I mentioned it in the other video, I can't get beat by a horse that I mentioned. We're going to use the 3, Arcangelo. Second off of a layoff. Won the Peter Pan. Has already won at Belmont. Had a bullet coming into this race on June 6th. 1 of 11. Positive 69% ROI on the dam. Before the Peter Pan that it won by a head with Javier Castellano, who won the Kentucky Derby, could win 2 gems of the Triple Crown on 2 different horses. Arcangelo had a bullet work before the Peter Pan when he won. So that's going to be the late running speed here at a little bit of a price. The 4 front end speed won the Preakness. Johnny V back aboard. Second off of a layoff, won by a head. Bob Baffert is 35% with winners last out. It's going to be tough, but I think the 4 National Treasure is beatable. Forte got to use because of the story, scratching before the Derby. Has a late kick. Todd Pletcher, IRAD. IRAD's making that switch to ride Actually, no. Irad's riding, not making a switch. His riding has won, sorry, at Belmont previously. Hasn't won at the distance or run at the distance, so that may be a thing for Forte. But with the story, you can't get beat by that horse. The 8 is our top selection, Angel of Empire. Chad Brown has 3 horses in this race. Blinkers on. Of all the 3 horses, he's going blinkers on with this horse, who made up 13 lengths in the Derby and came third and hit the board. Gets Flavian Pratt back aboard. Hasn't run at the distance, obviously. 27% off of a 1 to 2 month layoff. 39% blinkers on. 44% first time blinkers. Positive 52% ROI with that move first time blinkers for Brad Cox. And the Dam, 100% in the money for Armani's Angel. 347% positive ROI. The 8, Angel of Empire, is our top selection. And to round out our 5 of 9 that we're using, the Gun Runner, Red Route 1, who I loved in the Preakness, we're going to use underneath, was passing horses, passed the horse, finished 4th, was kind of all over the place, steadied, inside, outside, like inside moves I'm not a fan of. Joel Rosario back aboard. I think could pick off some horses here, pass some tired horses. So we're going to use 5 horses in the finale, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. Our top selection is the 8, Angel of Empire. That gives you a $360 play if you're going to use Arcangelo, the 3. If you're not, you want to play against, $288 without. I'm going to play it with, because I can't get beat by a horse I recommended. If you wanted to single Cody's Wish, you could. I want to use some value with the 5. But if you wanted to single Cody's Wish, cut the Arcangelo if you wanted to use it in half, 180. If you wanted to use not Arcangelo and not Cody's Wish for a more value play, 144. I'm playing it fully. So once again, to recap, our pick 5 starts in race 8. Goes to race 12, the Belmont Stakes. Race 8, 3, 6, and 8. Our top selection in that race is the 6. Race 9, the Jaipur. We're going to go long. We're going to use 8 horses. 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, 12, and 13. The 2, Go Bears Go, is our top selection. In the Met Mile, we're using the 1 and the 5. Cody's Wish is the top selection, but using Charge It as well. In race 11, which is the Manhattan, we're using 4, 8, and 10. The 10 is a long shot with Chad Brown. The 8's the favorite. The 4 is our top selection, Charlie Appleby and William Buick in the Manhattan. And in the finale, the Belmont Stakes, we're using 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. The 8 is our top selection, Angel of Empire. To give you the names to the numbers here in the Belmont Stakes, we're using the 3, Arcangelo, the 4, National Treasure, the 6, Forte, the 8, our top selection, Angel of Empire, and the 9, Red Route 1. 3 by 8, by 2, by 3, by 5 gives you a $360 ticket. Thank you for following along. Hopefully you play along. Thank you for watching. If you don't want to play this, play the pick 4. We have full card selections as well. Pop over. Follow us on Twitter at Thorostat. Follow us here on YouTube at Thorostat. My name's Dave. I'm the creator of Thorostat. Like this video. Follow us for other full selections, pick 4, pick 5 previews, live handicapping of Del Mar and Saratoga. Thanks for watching. Good luck this sequence. Good luck on Belmont Stakes Day, and let's cash this ticket.